Horace Mann was born in 1796.
No. Horace Mann.
Horace Mann was born in 1796 to a poor family in Franklin, Massachusetts. As a child, he didn't get a good education. Upper-class families paid for tutors and private school tuitions, but many families could not afford this schooling.
Due to this, children were not required to go to school, and rural schools often lacked materials and well-trained teachers. Horace had to be self-taught, which was common at the time. However, Horace beat the odds and managed to get into Brown University as a sophomore at age 20. Horace was a very studious person and liked subjects such as politics, education, and social reform. He was chosen to give a speech at his class's graduation in 1819.
Having come from such humble beginnings to now graduating with high honors, I have been very lucky. This country needs public education so more poor children can learn. We need education if we want political stability and social harmony in our great nation. Horace's first job was a lawyer. Throughout his life, he was greatly involved in politics as the Whig majority leader of the Massachusetts State Senate from 1836 to 1837 and a representative in the U.S. House of Representatives from 1848 to 1853.
His most important job came in 1837 when he was appointed to the Massachusetts Board of Education and was elected secretary. He held this position for over 10 years.
As someone who had risen up from poverty, Mann was worried about the future of the country with so many uneducated lower-class people. Other advocates for public education shared this view.
Horace, why are you so passionate about this public education?
The way to educate this nation, both in basic literacy and in morals, is in a common school. It needs to be public, universal, free, and non-sectarian. The only way to make our country function socially, economically, and politically is to educate the masses.
And how will we do that?
We need to have a compulsory attendance for all children, a longer school year, and we need to train teachers better. We need standards in writing, reading, and arithmetic, and we also need to make sure that children are being taught morals as well as basic literacy.
Who will these teachers be and where will they learn all this?
We can improve and professionalize teaching by establishing teacher training schools, and we can recruit women for those.
Where's the money going to come from for these schools?
Every child should get basic education funded from local taxes. Mann's principles of education were that ignorance and freedom are contradicting, education should be free, schools should welcome all students, education should be non-sectarian and based upon the principles of a free society, and teachers should be well-trained and professional.
In the late 1830s, Mann was instrumental to the establishment of the first normal schools, which were the first state-sponsored teacher training institutes. Horace said that
education then, beyond all other devices of human origin, is the great equalizer of the conditions of men, the balance wheel of the social machinery.
About his belief that education was essential to a functioning social system in the country, and he felt the same way about education's linchpin role in government, as he also said,
"A republican form of government without intelligence in the people must be, on a vast scale, what a madhouse without superintendent or keepers would be on a small one."
Horace Mann saw public education as an essential part of a functioning society, and fought for it in the United States through his common schools for children and his normal schools for teacher training.
Mann's movement spread to other states in the Union during the 1840s. Mann has left a legacy of public education that can still be seen to this day in our public schools. They are secular, free, and funded largely by local property taxes.